Welcome, beautiful beings, to your reading where we are going to discuss the energy of abundance. I have been guided to do this reading very, very strongly. We're going to work with several different decks. If you've been feeling like you're not sure exactly when your time of abundance is coming in, or you're feeling like you're working through that energy, maybe through your career, that's flourishing or not flourishing, or maybe it's not the right career for you and you're feeling a little bit of discomfort, or wondering how to tap into the energy of abundance so that you can begin to see it come to fruition. This reading is for you, and thank you so much for joining. I'm going to start with some tarot just to get some general messages. Please, my beautiful celestial family and spirit guides, please share some messages here with the beautiful beings that have joined this reading, finding out how to continue to develop the energy of abundance, any messages regarding any problems or challenges that they are having currently regarding career, money, abundance, moving things forward. Just want it to come out, and we'll just get one more, and then I'm going to pull some beautiful oracle cards as well. So, thank you so much. Okay. So we've got the Two of Earth, or the Two of Pentacles. And the card says, you may be under stress because of multiple jobs or too many responsibilities for one person to manage. So maybe that's the energy that some of you are working with. You're managing a lot of responsibilities, maybe a job and a side hustle, and then you're not seeing that energy of abundance really coming through fruition. It's important to balance your work and personal life and bring a spirit of fun to all you do. That is a huge message that has come through before when I was meditating before coming in to do the reading, is that even if you're not thrilled or feeling really aligned with the current job that you have, the best way to connect to the energy of abundance and to really see things shift is to honestly approach that particular job or where you are with as much positive energy and love and openness and gratitude. And trust me, I know that that's easier said than done, because I've been in jobs where it's just been a terrible, toxic environment, and it's been very hard to be open and grateful for it. But that energy is what's going to bring in the actual type of job, career, or environment that it is that you've been hoping for and tried to bring to your life. Okay, the next card is the energy of the Hermit. There's a lot of reflection and a lot of there's an energy that all of us in the collective are really experiencing right now, where it's kind of like the Hermit always has this light, even in the traditional tarot, right? You've got the Hermit sort of holding on to that lantern, which really is lighting up certain things that we need to be aware of. And I think a lot of us are feeling internally the energy of something needs to shift, or something within me is wanting to come out and be developed. And I did actually do another video with a very similar energy that I will post here for you guys to check out. But here it's called, because this is the spirit of the animals, animal guides. So here it's the Firefly. Take time for contemplation, to retreat and go within. Be a beacon for others on their path to spiritual enlightenment. And that is a massive energy right now in the collective. Even if you are here and aren't necessarily starting or haven't started, let's say, a spiritual journey, or really aren't tapping into that just yet, that's totally okay. But know that something brought you here to this reading, and that's a beautiful thing. And that things that you might be feeling and not sure what they are, especially around your career and what you're doing, it's all because the collective energy is asking us to kind of tap in and really start exploring what our purpose really is and what's really going to fuel us and fulfill us in life. Okay. Three of Pentacles. So very much earth energy, pentacle energy, material energy, money, things that you can see, touch, and feel. Okay. And this is the miniature poodle. So cute. I love dogs. And it says, your most satisfying and profitable career comes from following your passions. What I just said, can't make this up. Listening to your heart and doing what brings you joy. Your life purpose is best fulfilled by allowing your talents and true self to shine forth out into the world. I mean, honestly, that is literally the energy that I've been picking up on. That's exactly what I heard, and the messaging that I received during meditation before this, which is exactly why I'm doing this reading. And so that is what's being, um, what's the word I'm looking for? That is what's being, oh geez, exposed. That doesn't feel right. Not exposed. That is the light that's sort of starting to shine within you, where it's like, okay, even if you're happy in your career, that's wonderful, but maybe there's something about it that doesn't feel completely aligned, or that you're starting to get little seeds of other things that might bring you the abundance that you've been wanting in a much more purposeful way. Okay. And this is beautiful. This is the Six of Air, or the Six of Swords, which, you know, really is all about wisdom, mental thoughts, clarity. And this is the rescue cat. And the Six of Swords always talks about leaving stormy waters into more calmer waters. And I think that's that same kind of journey, right? Where it's like, where we are right now might be okay, it's good, but there's also something that just doesn't feel right. And there's a direction that maybe you want to go to, that your soul is, you know, guiding you towards. So the challenging times are coming to an end, and you can now breathe a sigh of relief. Let the past go and embrace the happier times ahead. Beautiful. Okay, my beautiful being. So these are the four sort of main tarot cards. And now I'm going to pull, you know, it's interesting because I'm being told, let me pull just like two cards from, there's a theme of animals here, the animal spirit. So really this is all about, there is a collective energetic messaging here that all of us have a right to explore what we're doing right now, right, for our careers and in our life, and the fact that we may want to shift that, and to shift that towards things that are much more aligned with our purpose, with what we are meant to be doing, with what fuels our soul, with what will feel better, or more aligned within our system. And that is our birthright. And when we talk about abundance and wealth, and money and career, it's all about aligning with the energy of abundance that is based on what you are here to do, what your soul wants to do, what fuels you, what you love. And once you figure that out, and that can take a while, this is not about, you know, okay, quit your job and go, you know, I don't know, save the birds, right? Obviously that's not realistic, and we all have responsibilities and things that we need to keep track of and take care of. So it's a journey, but the beautiful thing is that you're being, you know, there's an activation. These thoughts and these new desires are being planted. The seeds are being planted. Your seeds of abundance have been planted. Okay. And so that's enough. That's the beginning of the journey. Okay. Let's just see wonderful. 4 cards. Okay. The first one is the Lion Spirit. Be generous of spirit. And what I'm getting from this card is that be generous with yourself. Be generous with what your spirit is telling you. Be generous meaning generous to yourself about what your spirit is guiding you to do. Meaning, be open to it, be thankful for it, because it's going to get you really a different experience in this life. That's the main message here. Okay, Turkey Spirit, give with gratitude and grace. Here we are, right? It's all about gratitude. And like I said before, even if you're in a job or a career that's not, you know, that you're not thrilled with, express gratitude for it. Express gratitude for it. Show up with an energy of love, even if it's difficult. And I know that this is not easy. I remember being in one of my most toxic environments at a job, and being in meetings and just internally just saying, thank you, universe, for this current job. And I know I'm getting out. I know I'm getting out. Thank you for, you know, getting me out. And really just like showing up with positive vibes as much as possible, and the understanding that it's great to have it right now, and that you're going to get to where you want to be, as as long as you continue to stay connected to that desire, and being grateful for everything that you currently have. So that's a long-winded explanation, but okay, beautiful. Here is the rabbit spirit, which says now is a lucky time. And again, there are so many beautiful energies right now that are full of like fast forwarding momentum. And I'm just going to mention here from an astrological perspective that we've got no planets in retrograde, which is amazing, right? I am not an astrology expert, but I do keep track of like, some of my own placements and what's going on in with the planetary energy. So no planets are in retrograde. Everything is direct, I think, until May 4th or 14th, when I just saw 11:11 on the clock here. So don't quote me on that, but it's May something with a 4. So it's either 4 or the 14th. And what a wonderful opportunity for all of us as a collective to pay attention to the messaging that we're getting of where we really want to be eventually, and then use this fast forward momentum, this direct planetary energy that nothing is sort of feeling stagnant, to, even if it's 11:33 on the clock, even if it's just taking time to reflect and kind of start planting, start like planting the seeds. Those seeds have already been planted, but start like planting the seeds of planning. Start, jotting some things down, journaling, right? Or even writing a list of like, what might it look like to be in an environment or doing something, 11:55, that is fueling me and fulfilling me in a positive way. Okay, the electric eel spirit. Oh my goodness. I love when my celestial family just like comes through and just gives these amazing messages, because I wasn't planning on pulling from this deck. So anyway, bring your ideas to life. Again, here we go, right? Take some time. Now that the seeds have been planted within your soul and you're knowing that something is cooking, take some time to jot some ideas down. Journal on why you might be feeling this way. What are things that aren't making you feel happy or purposeful, or whatever it is that's coming up for you, right? This is not, take it as it resonates. These message might not resonate with everybody, and that's totally okay. But yeah, take time to bring some of these ideas to life, okay? Because it's all about awareness, right? Our existence here, it's all about our awareness, the awareness of what we're feeling, who we are inside, what we want, and then taking steps towards that. Okay, and now I've totally been guided to pull from this amazing deck, which is called the Golden Future. I'm not sure if any of you have worked with it or know it, but it really is a deck that focuses on what does the new Earth and our new existence in this universe look like, and all of it really is about connecting to our consciousness and the idea of oneness, and the idea that we're all here to spread love, and we're all, energy, and we're all, oof, that was beautiful, related to each other in that beautiful energetic way. And yeah, these messages are really amazing. I was playing around with these cards earlier. My fingers are just, the cards are kind of like sticky, so let's see. Let me shuffle one more time. That's like one or two more cards. Let's see. Okay, well, we got 4. That was a weird shuffle, but anyway, okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, I have chills. Okay, so the first card is the Super Love Portal. Accept yourself as a cosmic being. And part of what this messaging is meant to let us know, and let all of you know, is that as a cosmic being, like we all are, again, we're all energy, you have the right and the power to really live a life doing and being what and how you want to be, right? If that makes sense. So a lot of these seeds of abundance that are planted are starting to get planted and have been planted within our soul and our system and our thought process, are about reminding us that we have the power to create a life that feels much more aligned. And that in turn will, and I promise, create an experience of abundance for you. Okay, wealth abundance, love abundance, whatever the abundance is. And right now, I know this reading is very geared towards career and money, but at the end of the day, abundance can mean anything. Okay, so as cosmic beings, you have the power to create and align with this energy of abundance. And again, your seeds have been planted, so it's already begun. And it's a matter of just staying aware, being intentional, okay? And taking time every day to sort of work through what you're not happy with, what isn't working, what might work look like, and starting to work towards that. And it can come really quickly or not, and that's okay, because we're all on a journey that is at our own pace. Okay. Here's the travel card. Find ecological ways to explore the world. Again, this deck is really about that oneness, right? So maybe what you've been wanting to do and dying to do is travel a lot more and explore the earth, the planet in different locations, meaning globally, going and exploring different locations, and you're feeling kind of stuck in just the one place that you're in, and that doesn't feel good, and you're feeling like, okay, I kind of want to grow some wings and fly. Then those are the seeds that have been planted. So it's a matter of following that. And if you need much more abundance in the energy of finances and wealth in order to be able to travel, then those are the things that you kind of start thinking about and working through, and following that your intuition and your gut about what are some things that maybe you can do to enhance that abundance in order to get you to be able to travel. Is there a job that maybe you can do overseas, or are you working remotely already? Is there any way that you can go and do that in another country? I mean, there's a lot of now the ideas of like a digital nomad, if that's something that you can do. Again, it depends what resonates. All of this might not resonate with everybody, but this is the guidance that I'm getting. It's like there are seeds planted for very different ways of exploring and living your life differently. Okay? Psychic gifts. And it says learn to trust your intuition. Okay? So what is your gut telling you? And I have actually 2 videos around that, around how to trust your gut and the difference between how your intuition communicates with you, as opposed to our anxiety that can feel like it's sending us a message to not do something, but it's a little bit different. So I'll also link them down in the description box. And then the last one, and I will leave it. I might pull one from the light codes deck. Is our beautiful planet restored in the natural world, right? So a lot of us are being guided to just do different things, show up differently in our lives, so that we are helping ourselves, helping our immediate family and friends, and in turn helping the world at large. And I think that's what the collective messaging is. All of these seeds are being planted for a reason. It doesn't mean that we all, are responsible for, right, caring for the entire world. No, but if your soul is calling you to do something a little bit different, that fuels you, that makes you feel good, that makes you feel purposeful, that energy spreads. And so then that's your piece of it. That's your part of, embracing and loving consciousness as a whole in this entire planet. So, and I know that sounds super like ethereal, but it really doesn't have to be. It's what is your everyday life looking like, and how can you make it better for you so that you feel good and in the morning when you wake up. Okay. Let me pull one from the light code stuff. Thank you so much for being here. This is a really important reading, and I was heavily guided to do it. The beautiful spread. All right. One card from here, please. There you go. Divine feminine, birth new possibilities. Beautiful. I don't even need to read the book. So this has a lot of Empress energy, right? The divine feminine, first of all, is awakening big time within the collective. The divine feminine energy is really important right now. It is necessary to shift the energetic fields, I guess I can call them, that we are dealing with on this planet. It's very important. And so it really is all about creation, and it's all about new possibilities, and it's all about innovation. It's all about doing things new. And creation in a, not in a way of like working hard, busting your ass, but in a way of existing, connecting to your intuition, following what your system and your soul is telling you to do, and then slowly figure out ways of doing so. Okay, so it's creation, new possibilities from within, allowing yourself to receive those messagings and connecting to them, taking time to be aware of them, and then following suit with whatever feels right and however 2121 and however that feels right for you. Okay. All right, my loves and beautiful beings, thank you so much for being in this reading. I really felt your energy. I hope this resonated with all of you. If not, at least whoever is here, I hope that something touched your heart and your soul with where you are right now. Abundance is coming. Trust me, that's why the seeds have been planted. So anyway, if you are needing one-on-one support, please take a look at the description. I have several offerings and would love to connect with you and help you on your journey. Thank you so much and see you in the next reading. Ciao.